Hare Krishna. Welcome to Atma Media in this October 7th. We are going to continue with the Bhagavad Gita chapter 6, Dhyana Yoga. I have, 10. I have explained just to, or given the, let's see, let me put some music. Let's do this. Okay, here we are. I'm gonna again give the word meaning, the Sanskrit word meaning for the word dhyana, meditation. I guess I lost the feed for now. I'm back. So, dhyana is a Sanskrit word meaning meditation. It is derived from the root words di meaning receptacle or the mind, and yana meaning moving or going. So, since we are in the 6th chapter, which is deep meditation, and deep meditation in this case, or regarding the Bhagavad Gita, is deep meditation in the Supreme Person, Sri Krishna. So before I start completely, let me get my oasis. This is Srila Prabhupada. Om Magyara Timirandasya Gyanangyana Salakaya Chaksur Militanjana Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Tiramine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavari Paskyatyadi Shatarine. So, I did the first part. Now this is the second part, and I'm going to start from the question: what are the obstacles in the path of yoga? I hope the music is not too loud. So, what are the obstacles in the path of yoga? Yoga means union, union with the Supreme Person. So, the answer given by Sri Krishna himself, telling Arjun, text 16 of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, there is no possibility of one's becoming a yogi, O Arjuna, if one eats too much or eats too little, sleeps too much or does not sleep enough. So basically, in this chapter, we are seeing some practical instruction by Sri Krishna. Of course, we can eat prasadam, but because prasadam, Srila Prabhupada used to say that, okay, that we gotta eat the prasadam. Prasadam means the mercy of the Supreme Person after the bhoga or the unoffered food has been offered to Krishna. And yes, we can eat, but just like Sri Krishna is saying, if one eats too much or eats too little, sleeps too much or does not sleep enough, one cannot become a yogi. So in this case, yogi, we're talking about yogi, we mean a person who wants to follow the path of devotional service of bhakti yoga. And even though we are here in Dhyana, understanding about the process of the mind and how we can train the mind into becoming a good bhakti yogi. And then, so what are the factors? What are the factors favorable to yoga? That's one of the questions that we can. That's one question that. What are the factors favorable to yoga? Then Krishna says that he who is regulated. So that means we gotta be regulated. He who is regulated in his habits of eating, sleeping, recreation, and work can mitigate all material pains by practicing the yoga system. So the yoga system is a practical aspect of your own life. It is nothing foreign. It's just doing what you do, but in a regulated activity. To become a bhakti yogi or a person who can uh, develop that loving relationship with that Supreme Person, Krishna. So Krishna then says that we need to be regulated. So then, when does a yogin or a yogi become a yoga yukta? So Krishna says that when the yogi, by practice of yoga, okay, disciplines his mental activities and becomes situated in transcendence, devoid all material desires, he says to be well established in yoga. So, repeat, when the yogi, by practice of yoga, the practice of yoga in this case will be bhakti yoga. Practice of yoga, in this case, we're in the process of dhyana yoga, using the mind, meditate, profound meditation. Profound meditation means by doing dhyana yoga, we can chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and in profound meditation on the names of Krishna, then we become a perfect yogi, because we have the discipline in our mental activities and then become situated in transcendence. Transcendence means become situated because when we understand that everything is done by the most material nature, but when we become situated in transcendence by the practice of the Mahamantra Hare Krishna, the Mahamantra, the practice of Bhakti Yoga, the practice of deity worship, then we become in transcendence, and then we become devoid of material desires. That even though that is not the purpose, that's the exact product of the practice, the becoming of devoid of material desires, not becoming devoid of desires. Desires are always going to be there, but becoming devoid of material desires little by little. So he is said to be well established in yoga. This is Krishna speaking. Then, when does a yogi attain to the blissful state of samadhi? Samadhi. Samadhi is perfection, trance. And Krishna, he says here, text 20 to 23, let me read the whole thing, is in the stage of perfection called trance or samadhi. One's mind is completely restrained from material mental activities by the practice of yoga. This perfection is characterized by one's ability to see the self by the pure mind and to relish and rejoice in the self. In that joyous state, one is situated in boundless transcendental happiness, realized through transcendental senses. Established thus, one never departs from the truth. And upon gaining this, he thinks there is nothing greater again. Being situated in such a position, one is never shaken, even in the midst of greatest difficulty. This indeed is actual freedom from all miseries arising from material contact. Krishna has spoken. Uh, so that is samadhi. Then a yogi attained the blissful state of samadhi. In this age of Kali, the difference is that now, well, there's no difference actually, but now we are following the process of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Again, I'm repeating again because it's the most transcendental practice. By chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, then we become situated. So, what are the processes in the practice of yoga? So, Krishna gives us the answer. He says, one should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with determination and faith, and not be deviated from the path. One should abandon, without exception, all material desires born of mental speculation, and thus control all the senses on all sides by the mind. Gradually, step by step, one should become situated in trance by means of intelligence, sustained by full conviction, and thus the mind should be fixed on the self alone and should think of nothing else. And to think of nothing else. So, who is a true yogi then? And Krishna gives us the answer again and again in Bhagavad Gita. He's talking. He's giving us all the answers to all the questions that we may come up with. So, who is a true yogi? So, a true yogi, Krishna, and it says that a true yogi observes me in all beings and also sees every being in me. Indeed, the self-realized person sees me, the same Supreme Lord, everywhere. Okay, everywhere. And this is what Krishna is talking about in chapter 4, when he says that we need to approach a spiritual master, because he has seen the truth. He has seen Krishna everywhere. So he has realized that. So we approach that spiritual master. Now, on text 30, he says that for one who sees me everywhere and sees everything in me, I am never lost, nor is he ever lost to me. Because at once the spirit soul look into his heart and see the paramatma, the supreme atma, or the super soul. He sees it, then he looks around and sees the super soul. Now the living entity is not eating the fruits of the tree without the super soul. Now he's looking at the super soul, and and then he realizes that that's the super soul. Uh, so he sees Krishna everywhere. Now he's seeing him. He's noticing every living entity. Um, he sees it on the cow. He sees it on the elephant. He sees it on the dog. He sees it on the dog eater. He sees it everywhere. And Krishna gives us that. This says that such a yogi who engages in the worshipful service of the super soul, that I and the super soul are one, remain always in me in all circumstances. Because that yogi, or that person who is in the practice, he engages in the worship of the supreme personality of Godhead, and knowing that supreme personality of Godhead is the everything. And knowing that super soul and Krishna are one, then that yogi remains always in me in all circumstances. Krishna says that. And then to become a true yogi, Krishna says that he's a perfect yogi who, by comparison to his own self, sees the true equality of all beings in both their happiness and their distress. O Arjuna. He's a perfect yogi by comparison to his own self, sees the true equality of all beings in both their happiness and their distress. O Arjuna. So we should endeavor to become a true yogi, or to become a worshiper of that supreme personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna. Now, uh, thank you very much. This was a very short video. I don't know how many minutes are going on right now, but a short video, which was the second part of the Dhyana Yoga chapter, answers and questions. Um, and just to meditate, and this is a Dhyana Yoga chapter, we can meditate on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, by chanting the Maha Mantra, and repeat with me. Repeat me with, not just don't listen, but repeat it again. Just listen to this Maha Mantra, which it clears your mind of all anxiety. So, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And this means that, oh Supreme Personality of Godhead, please give me some service. Let me serve you. No, Hare comes from the vocative Hara. Eh, so the ones that takes away everything. He takes away all the anxieties of your mind. Krishna is a supreme attracted person, and Rama is the reservoir of all pleasure. So we are getting close to, or when we chant the Hare Krishna, Krishna is there. There's no difference between Krishna and his name. So his name as Krishna is the same. The potency is the same, is there. The whole potency of Krishna is there. So chant Hare Krishna and clear your mind. Chant Hare Krishna and perfect your life. Chant Hare Krishna and purify yourself. And by doing that, and by the association of devotees, sadhu sangha, and by approaching a bona fide spiritual master, then with Krishna even says uh, that he's a perfect yogi by comparison to himself, because he sees the true equality of all beings in both their happiness and distress. So Hare Krishna and have a good night.